Titus. It might be Titus. Hey, what's up you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another NECA Toys action figure review on the 1990 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie quarter scale Raphael. If you're trying to pick this up, you can get it at
Big. Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below.
I gotta give a big thanks to NECA Toys for making this review possible. If you want to see the latest from NECA Toys, make sure you check the link in the description below. And again, we get this big window box right over there. You can see all four turtles at the bottom. It says Nickelodeon at the bottom right over there, as well as Raphael. Now on the side, there's some product shots. It has an original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie design right there. Then there's a read-up over here. If you want to read it, go ahead and pause it now. More product shots. There's all four turtles. Then there's Raph again. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles at the top. And then on the very bottom, you can see the people responsible for creating this figure. All right, let's get to it and crack this thing open. Off the side. Okay, the figure does come with two sides, so don't worry about that. It is a very good piece. Again, I am very impressed by the work that NECA has put into this thing. I really like it a lot. Now, I do think that there are some reused parts, but there are some new parts, like for instance the shell right there. That is definitely a different shell with all these extra gashes sculpted in there, so I'm really liking that a lot. He does come with slightly different interchangeable hands, and the head sculpt is totally different for sure, but man, just look at this thing. It is incredible. Anyway, let's take a closer look at the accessories, and then we'll take a closer look at Raphael. So here's Raphael's accessories. We get 4 pairs of interchangeable hands. The Donatello figure came with 7 hands instead of 8, so we get 1 extra hand here. And then we get the pizza slice, just like the Donatello, and then we get the size right over there. Now looking at the pizza slice really quick, because it is the same sculpted pizza slice that we'd seen with Donatello already, and it looks really good once again. We got some olives and salsa on there. So yeah, really good pizza slice. I really like these a lot. And for your pizza comparison, you know, and darken things up, you can see the details maybe a little better. That looks really good. Yeah, so slightly different paint apps, but yeah, more or less the same thing. Now going on to the hands over here, he does come with 2 pairs that are the same that came with Donatello. These gripping hands right here are the same as the bow staff holding hands that we'd seen with Donatello, and then these more relaxed hands also came with Donnie. But the new hands that we have right here are pretty much the same thing as the other side holding hands, except we get a hinge that has the roll of the dice motion as opposed to the up and down motion. So I like that. Now one thing I like to do is I like to move the joints around before placing them on the figure, just to get that paint, you know, out of the way and everything. And as you can see on the review station, there is some paint chipping. We also get this flat hand right over here. Actually, I think we did have this one with Donatello as well. And then we get this pointing finger. So that looks really good. I like these. Then you also get the relaxed hands right over there. I mean, the scaling and everything, or the scales on this, and the paint apps, even the variety of color on just the fingernails right here impresses me. Every single one just looks fantastic. Very pleased with all of these. The only bummer is that, again, you know, these wristbands come off whenever you interchange the hands, but not the worst thing in the world. Then lastly, we get the size, which look great. I love how the size came out. Whoa, you can see a bunch of paint chipping on my hand. But anyway, looking at this, it looks really good. I'm liking that dark brown. I actually have multiple colors of brown in there. I really dig that a lot. Then the silver looks really good here, and then we have some brown over the silver, making it look dirty and everything. Same thing with this one right here. Looking really good. I'm liking these. These are awesome. Now, one gripe I do have is with the size storage. Now, while these are angled back, I wish they were angled back even more than they already are. When I put the sai right there in the holster, it doesn't really, I don't know, I feel like I'm bending the sai a little bit right there, and it just makes me feel a little uncomfortable. I wish it was kind of thrown back a little bit more, so it was a little bit more like that. But you know what, to be honest with you, man, I'm definitely going to be posing this figure with him holding both of his size. So it's a minor gripe, but, you know, a gripe nonetheless. Actually, that's a little bit better, but still a little scary. I have to commend NECA's talent once again on such an amazing head sculpt. They're just crushing it, man. This is just fantastic. And I like to look up reference shots when I do my reviews, and I had a hard time telling the difference between the actual shots from the movie and this action figure. It was hard, and hey, that's me. But anyway, back to this. This looks incredible. I mean, they've added the little scar right over there. I think that's really cool. I love how the paint looks. I mean, I really don't have to say anything. Just looking at it, you just see how amazing this thing is. Wow, and all the spots once again. I love how the scales are sculpted. The teeth look great. Man, the eyes look really good. I'm loving it. Little spots all over the place right here. Even his bandana is dirty, just like the Donatello. Now, for some reason, I feel like this should have been a little bit more tattered. I could have just made that up in my mind, but if that was a complaint, you know, there you go. But anyway, you get this nice fabric right over here. Then there's a little piece of rubber on the inside once again, and this is articulated just like the Donatello version right there. So I'm really liking that a lot. And then again, I'm fairly certain that a lot of these body parts were reused from the Donnie, which I don't mind at all. And the paint apps just look great. I love the paint apps right here. Looking on the inside of the shell, looks really good. I'm liking the front of the shell. Really, really nice. The arms and the muscle definition look awesome. The elbow pads look good with some nice color variation in there. Looking really good. Arms and the veins. Side of the shell, even got this little bit right here, again with all kinds of nice paint detail on the inside. So you have some black mixed with the green, and then his new shell looks really good. I love that, man. All that sparring with Leonardo, that's why I'm assuming most of these cuts are from, because he had him there before he was fighting the foot in the movie. But yeah, that is really cool. Love the color variation, love the sculpted work. Then looking at the legs over here, they look really good. Nice knee pads. Really digging it. And then we get those turtle toes. Yeah, turtle toes. Looking fantastic. Get those big old meaty calves once again. Then at the bottom of the feet, we have those peg holes, and you can see some light sculpting of the scales right there. So yeah, very impressive work on this thing. Now, just like the Donatello figure, the articulation on this thing is awesome, and I was able to get that Donatello standing on one leg as well as I was with this figure, as you'll see in the slideshow at the end of the video. Anyway, you can get his head looking upward that much. I will say that on this particular figure though, I do notice that his head can pop off a little bit easier than the Donnie, and you can get his head looking downward that much, and you get side to side movement up. See, just popped it off right there, but you do get side to side movement without it coming off like that, and you do get a good amount of head pivot, so you can get those expressions in there. His shoulders move outward that much. You can't move them down all the way. They will rotate all the way around. There's no bicep swivel, but you do get rotation at the elbow right here, and he will bend at the elbow twice, so that looks pretty good. And then we already talked about the wrist rotation. You do have that one set of roll of the dice hands. Now he does have an ab crunch in here that kind of moves forward just that much, so you can see it kind of shift around a little bit. It will pivot a bit more so, and you can get a little bit of, no, I'm just trying to move the figure within the shell, but it will twist side to side a little bit, as you can see right there. Anyway, his hip joints are, they move all the way outward that much. Not too bad. And then he can kick forward that much, not back so much. He has an upper thigh cut right here, and then he does have the knee joint that doesn't bend in as much as I would like it to still. There's rotation at the calf right here, or at the knee. It will shift that much. And, oh no, you actually get a full rotation, sorry. And then the ankles do move down just a little bit. They do move up quite a bit. They will rotate side to side, and he does have ankle pivot. As you can see right here, I have the size set up a little bit differently on each side. This is scooted a little bit more back, and this one's up a little bit more forward. Let me know which display set you like more so. I think this is how it was in the movie, if I can remember correctly. Anyway, measuring out Raphael, you can see that he is standing around the 17-inch mark. Then comparing Raphael to his quarter-scale brother, here he is next to the NECA Toys quarter-scale Donatello. Man, both of these absolutely fantastic figures. And then here's Raphael compared to another quarter scale figure from NECA Toys, and I really like how they've made these guys shorter, as they should be. And then here's our quarter scale NECA Toys Raphael next to the Playmates Toys movie Raphael figure right down there, and man, there's just really no real comparison here. I mean, this is just amazing. If we could get a 6-inch version of this, that would blow my mind! And then for your NECA Toys Raphael comparison, we have the quarter scale right up there, along with the SDCC exclusive Raphael from the arcade, and then we have the comic version right down there. NECA just proving to the observable universe that they are the very best at making TMNT figures, no matter what scale or version. And then comparing this quarter scale Raphael to your average 6-inch scale figure, here he is next to the Marvel Legends Big Time No Let Down Spider-Man. So I know you guys know I love this figure. I could just repeat myself over and over again and sing NECA's praises on how well they made this thing. As far as my my gripes go, I gotta mention a gripe. I guess interchanging the hands is my biggest complaint. I guess the knee joints could have been better, but man, it's such a realistic piece. I think it's a truly incredible action figure. I highly recommend you get these. If not all of them, at least get your favorite Ninja Turtle in this form right here. Awesome figures. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you did, please hit the like button. Go ahead and leave a comment down below. If you want to see a photo gallery of images, it's all over at toynewseye.com. You can follow me on the Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and make sure you subscribe if you're not already. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.
Posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures every day. I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, it's okay.
That's crispy.
We're shot in your face. I said we're shot in your face. I said we're shot in your face. I said we're shot.